After reading the report you have submitted to me, I believe that your daughter has phenylketonuria, or PKU for short. PKU is caused by defect in the gene that helps create phenylalanine hydroxylase. When this enzyme is missing, your body cannot break down phenylalanine. This causes a dangerous buildup of phenylalanine in your body. Phenylalanine can be found in most high-protein foods and artificial sweeteners, so therefore not being able to break it down results in cravings of these high-protein foods like meat. It's an incredibly rare genetic condition and only occurs to 1 in 15,000 Americans. PKU is an autosomal recessive disorder. The usual age of onset for PKU is within 2 days of birth, and if not, the following symptoms will show: tremors, hyperactivity, stunted growth, skin conditions, and a musty odor of breath or skin. Basically, as you can see here, as I stated before, this disease is indeed autosomal recessive. For starters, it is not X-linked. Second of all, it skips generations. As you can see here, a kid has it, but the parents don't. In case of this family, the condition is homozygous recessive. So basically, what we can conclude about this
Pedigree.
is that this disease is obviously a recessive disorder for starters. As you can see here, 3 of the children did not get it and only 1 of them did. Following is a Punnett square created for this family to depict the probability of a newborn child getting this disorder. So as you can see here, this is the common genotype for this family, and the probabilities of a child getting it is obviously 1 out of 4. As you can see here, only 1 child had homozygous recessive, which codes for PKU. The rest did not possess this trait. On to the topic of genetic testing, there's really not much can be done aside from the blood samples taken at birth. All that can be done is that the doctors will simply check if the baby is missing the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase, which is of course responsible for breaking down phenylalanine. PKU cannot be cured, but it can simply be controlled. Controlled to an extent where none of the symptoms can even show. This can be achieved through a diet. Basically, this diet circles around the idea of limiting the amount of phenylalanine being consumed. Infants with PKU may consume breast milk, but they may sometimes need to put in a special formula called lufenilate. When the infant is large enough to begin consuming solid foods, they must stay away from foods that contain high proteins, like meat, fish, and much more. There are many supermarkets across the country that offer healthy foods that are friendly to people suffering from PKU. There is no direct cure for PKU. Scientists have discovered that if simply the person suffering from PKU follows the very precise diet, they will live their lives out normal with a normal life expectancy and in general just a fully normal life. PKU also has to be treated almost immediately during birth, because if PKU is left unattended, it could result in serious brain damage. For any more questions on PKU, you may visit the National PKU Alliance, which is of course a sport organization which I highly recommend.